So we're going to go over lesson 2. Lesson 2, our I can statement is I can find the median and mode of a set of data. So finding the median and the mode. First off, let me just start by saying the reason why we're trying to find the mean, median, and mode of different sets of data is because it gives us an idea of what that measure of center is. What's typical, okay? Where does that middle lie? What's most normal within a set of data? Like if I am looking at your guys' test scores and we're asking, okay, well, what's the average test score that we got as a class? I want to see, okay, as a class, how did we do overall, right? Measure of centers helps us be able to get a better idea of that. Now, median and mode are a lot like the mean or the average. It's just a different way of looking at the data, okay? So we're going to start with median, and then we will do mode. We're going to do each of these sets of data. First, we'll do the median, and then we'll do the mode. So when you're trying to find the median, you are going to first to find median. Step 1, order data from least to greatest. Okay, so if I were to do this, and if I was going to be ordering data from least to greatest, let's start with the number of donuts that people ate at a party. Same one that you should have looked at yesterday. We are going to look at our data and start from the smallest number and go to the biggest number and order it from least to greatest. So we've got 0, and then we've got 3 ones, and then we've got 2 2s, a 4, and a 6. Okay? There's a couple of different ways that you can approach doing this. You can count how many numbers there are and see which one would be in the middle. In this case, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know 4 and 5 are in that middle area. So you can look there at numbers 4 and 5 in this set would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you know to look at this 1 and this 2 because that's in the middle. That's one strategy that you can use. The strategy that I have done for the longest time is I actually just cross them out. So I'm going to cross them out. Smallest, largest, smallest, largest, smallest, largest. And again, I get that middle 1 and 2. However, that is not what the median is. I need to find the average of these two numbers. If it's an odd number, you'll end up with one that's exactly in the middle. But since we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of data, we want to know what's in the middle, what's in between 1 and 2. So you can probably just do it in your head and know that it is 1.5 is right in the middle, so that would be the median. But if you don't understand that, you can just add them together and find the mean. 1 plus 2 is 3, and then take 3 divided by 2, since we are adding two numbers together, you end up with 1.5. Okay? So in this case, our median would be 1.5. Okay? Okay, and then I'm going to write down to find the mode down here. Finding the mode is probably the easiest of all of them, okay? When you are finding the mode, you are going to identify the number that shows up most frequently in a set of data. So you are going to find out which of these numbers shows up most frequently in a set of data. What that means, most frequently, is most often. So if I look at this 6, there's no other 6 in this set of data. It only shows up once. 2, it shows up frequently because there are 2 of them, okay? This 1 shows up 3 different times, so it shows up very frequently. 0 only shows up once, and 4 only shows up once. So we see that 2 shows up twice, 1 shows up 3 times. So since 1 is here most frequently, that would be the mode. So mode of that first set of data would be 1. Okay? So median, you list them from smallest to largest, and you see which number is in the middle. If it's an even number, you need to find out the average of those 2 numbers that are in the middle to find the median. If it's odd, it's just whatever number is in the middle. And then the mode is whatever number is showing up the most frequently. Okay? So I'm actually going to erase this. And we are going to do this next set of data. To give you an idea of what it looks like when there is an odd number, I added a number to this one here for test scores. If you look, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 test scores. So we're going to do the same thing as what we did before to find the median. We are going to order these scores from least to greatest. I'm going to do it with blue so you can see it a little bit better. So the lowest test score I'm seeing is 63. And then there is 70. And then 73. Then 77. Then 80. Then 82. 88. 90 and 92. Okay. So now that we've got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, all of the data here, we're going to find out which one's in the middle. Again, you can figure out which numbers in the middle between 1 and 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you know the 5th number in the sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know that that one's the median. If you don't want to have to do that, again, you can just listen from smallest to largest. Goodbye to the smallest one, goodbye to the biggest one. Second smallest, second biggest, and so on until you get your middle number. When it's an odd set of numbers, like we had 9 numbers in our sequence, right? It's a lot easier to find the median because you don't need to find the average. We just know that 80 is the median of this set of data. Okay? Now, the mode. Again, it says identify the number that shows up most frequently in a set of data. In this case, we've got 63. There are no more 63s. There's no more 70s or 82s, 77s, 88s, 90s, 80, 92, 73. All of these test scores are different. So since all the test scores are different, whenever you see a set of data where there is nothing that is the same, there is no mode. Okay, there's just not a mode. Okay, so that's this set of data right here. Figured out the median and we figured out the mode. We are going to move forward and we're going to do this last one here, minutes watching TV daily. Okay, and if you ever need to rewatch any of this, go for it. You can rewind, pause, rewatch any of it, or if you're still just confused and you're needing help, set up a Zoom. Okay, so we'll do black now. We've got minutes watching TV. Again, we are going to order data from least to greatest. If we look at this, 20 is the smallest, so I'll put that there first. Then 30. Then 45. Then 60. Maybe I'm really overestimating this right now. Maybe you guys aren't really watching any TV right now. I can tell you I definitely am. Probably closer to like that 100 minutes per day, me personally. I'm like watching movies and sometimes episodes of some of my favorite TV shows, catching up on stuff. Oh yeah, also we bought a TV. Crazy. You guys are like, oh, Miss Jones is weird. She doesn't have a TV. We have a TV now. Yeah, kind of fun. So, okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of data in this sequence. Now, we've done the first thing, and we've ordered it from least to greatest. I never wrote down step 2. Step 2, find the middle number or average of the two middle numbers. Okay, so average of the two middle numbers, we're going to have to do that again because 10 is an even number, so it's not just going to give you what the median is. So I'm going to just cross them out. If you want to figure it out a different way, that's fine. I just think it's a little easier for me personally. We get rid of the smallest and the biggest. Keep going, and we get 75. Now, the beautiful thing about when this happens is we already know that the median is just going to be 75. Because if you add 75 and 75 together and then divide it by 2 to get the average, it's still going to be 75. Okay? So we know that the median is 75. That is the median test score. Okay? And then now, to find the mode, we need to identify the number that shows up the most frequently in this set of data. Now, if I look at 63, oh wait, not over here, we're looking down here. So median amount of minutes watching TV is 75 minutes. Now, let's look down here. 75 minutes shows up twice, so I'm going to circle that one. 20 minutes just shows up once, so we know that that's not going to be the mode. 60 minutes only shows up once, that's not going to be the mode. 100 only shows up once. 125 only shows up once. 45 and 30 only show up once. And then there's 2 80s. So here's one question. What are you going to do if you've got two numbers here? Because 75 shows up twice, but 80 also shows up twice. So which one of those are the mode? I will tell you, if there's ever a tie, if I can get the cap off. They sure. They just tie. Okay. So the mode is 75 and 80. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, if you have any questions or if you want any clarity on this lesson, you can watch Miss Rhinoceros' video, you can rewatch my video, and you can also schedule a Zoom to get some help. Okay? Thanks so much, guys.